Alright guys, today I'm going to be talking about just a big issue, just whether or not you should get the iPad. Um, Now the iPad's going to be released on April 3rd. It was pushed back from the 27th of March just to the 3rd, I don't know why. But I already have an iPod Touch, and I'm on my Mac right now, so I personally don't need one. Um, I don't know why they chose the iPhone OS. I think they should have chosen Mac OS X because there's just a lot more you can do with it. It's more of a computer. The iPhone, you can't really choose what you can have on it. You have to stay with the App Store. That's basically it. Um, as you can see, it's like the iPhone OS, but it looks basically the same. It's basically the exact same thing as a large iPod Touch, unless you get the 3G with it. Personally, I would get the iPhone or the iPod Touch, but it's up to you. So basically, that's just a bunch of the cons. Um, some of the pros, however, are it's a lot lighter than a laptop. It's got just more. It's more featured than the iPod Touch, just because it has more processing power and has a bigger screen. If you're into watching videos, this is kind of like a portable DVD player, except it's digital. Obviously, you can browse the web on a lot bigger screen. Um, Big pro is that it's cheaper than the MacBook, and well, I don't know. It's basically the same price as an iPod, so I'm not really sure if you would get the iPod or this. Depends on whether you want the portability of putting it in your pocket or not. That is up to you. Um, I guess why not just click the link and see what else they have to say about it. Yeah, as you can see, it's from $4.99. The design is pretty cool, but one thing I don't like about it is see if I can get a picture. Um, you can hook up a keyboard like this, but the virtual keyboard that they have, I just don't really like. It's just not. I'm just not a virtual keyboard guy. Maybe you guys could possibly be. They probably should. Yeah, there we go. There's the virtual keyboard. It's just kind of like a giant iPhone. I don't really like that idea, but I'm leaning towards not getting one. But it's really up to you. The main purpose of this video is just to go through some of the specs. Um, as you can see, they have Safari, Mail, Photos, Videos, YouTube, iPod. It's basically all the apps that they have on the iPhone. Something that is new is iBooks. Um, Basically, what this is it's kind of like the Kindle. There is speculation whether or not this will replace the Kindle. Um, I doubt it will, just because Amazon has already had the monopoly for so long, and many people have Macs and iPods and regular computers. So I'm not sure though. It's a pretty spiffy device that might pass it by just because it has other functions too. Also, they made a new version of Iwork for the iPad that is just it's just a lot easier to use. I'd have to say this is the one thing that I would have to agree that is better than the Mac version, because it would be pretty cool using this with your fingers and browsing the web with your fingers. But then again, typing in a Word document or something will just be really annoying. Um, it is up to 10 hours of battery life, which is better than any computer I've seen. Um, but one thing I don't understand is why would they consider this a computer if you have to hook it up to a computer to iTunes? I just think that's just a major pro, but that's just me also. But essentially, I would not recommend this to people who already own a computer and an iPod like me, or an iPhone. But if you do not own a computer or an iPhone or an iPod Touch, this is basically the way to go. If you want a phone, also, I would go with the iPhone just because of its portability. But if you just want to use it for Wi-Fi, then I would just buy this, because this is you can watch one of my previous videos. You can make free calls over Wi-Fi, so that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, that's basically it. It also could be used kind of like a GPS with the maps, and it's 3G. But most people are just gonna buy the Wi-Fi model, so why not just go for the iPod? Um, Again, this is available on April 3rd. This was just a brief overview. If you have any questions, just leave a comment, rate, or subscribe. And thanks, guys. It would really help me out. Also check out my swag books and account my referral link in the description, then I'll be able to do some giveaways. The more people that subscribe and sign up for my swag book site, the more giveaways I can do. So thanks, guys.